Hi, it's Maria from the Tarot Shop, and in this video we're going to take a look at, I don't quite know how to describe it actually. It's definitely a revolutionary approach to an oracle deck for witches, and I don't say that lightly. I'm just going to have to show you, and then that's the best way to describe it really. This time of the year, I felt that it was actually quite appropriate to have this deck on offer. It's just literally arrived in store. And that's because Halloween is about to approach, as we know. I'm filming this on the 21st of October, so we're very close now. And we call it All Hallows Eve. It's a very special time of the year for people that work with energies. And that's because it's believed to be obviously the night when the two worlds are closest. The veil is the thinnest, so they say. I really enjoy that time of year. Actually, it's one of my favourite nights. So I think for them to have produced this deck and us being able to have it available for you at this particular time is really quite fortuitous. No more rambling on about it. I'm going to take you through it because that's the only way I can actually describe what's going on. I've read the book. And that's because I'm always very particular about these types of decks. I don't say that they're good lightly. I'm quite critical of them, I suppose, really. This is something else. It really is. Right, okay. So basically, this is the box that it comes in. There are, I think, 48 cards. So it says the stunning 48 card oracle celebrates the witch's body and how it unites the material and metaphysical worlds. Check the pulse of different areas of your life with cards featuring systems of the magical body, lunar and solar events, senses and more. So it basically incorporates every single aspect of a witch's life, energy systems, how she works, and then creates a deck of cards that you can use. In the book, this is where you absolutely need this book in order to be able to use these cards. It says, there she is. Sorry, I didn't even say who it was. It's Tempest Zakroff who's produced this deck. So this is a bit about her at the beginning. And then she takes you through the anatomy of a witch oracle. So these are the cards. I'm just going to show you the cards. I've actually separated them so I can go through them with you. I'm not just going to flip through these guys. So these are the cards. Okay. We have a tendency to look for influences outside of ourselves to determine our path. But more often than not, the answers we're looking for are already present within us. Or more specifically, we are present within it. I'm just going to go here. It says, if you follow down the serpentine path of blood, breath and bone, intermingled with elements of energy, the body of the witch can be found and known. In the space between bones and muscles, nerves and blood vessels, flows the capacity for magic. A spirit being dwelling in flesh. That spirit is you. The body is a crossroads where spirit and flesh intersect. When we view the body through a magical lens, we can discover our personal power and connect more fully with the world around us. What you hold in your hands is a unique and unusual map to help you navigate your path in a whole new way, using both metaphysical and biological systems of the witch's body as a guide. This oracle is a revolutionary explanation into ritual work, divination, revelation, pathworking, magic, and spellcraft. That's it. And then it splits into sections. I'll go through each with you now. And then I used this earlier just to test it out, as you have to do. And I was very impressed because the cards, despite the fact that she's got all of the cards in here with each of the meanings, yes, the cards were there and I could read. It says, you know, a group, it's the body being. I didn't really understand that, to be honest, at the time, but I looked at keywords: trance, rest, travel, for example. Consider, tied into a. This is the bit that I actually really related to, which was consider, the consider section in each of the cards. And that is where it almost kind of reaches a whole different dimension, really. It's not complicated, though, really not complicated. So the witch anatomy. There are 5 witch anatomy cards. I'm just going to show you. I'm going to take the book to one side. And then I'm going to take you through the cards if I can balance this all precariously. You don't even want to see what's happening behind the scenes here at the moment. It's quite Right. So the first part of there are 7 sections in this deck. There are 7 sections. The first one is the 5 anatomy cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have the lungs, the heart, the serpent, the bones, and the weaver. So these are the main systems of the magical body. Then you have the elements. 1, 2, 3, 4. We know what those are, hopefully. Earth, water, air, and fire. So you've got the 4 elements, the various body aspects, the elements. Now I've separated these. Actually, when they arrive, they come in an A to Z. Then you have your senses. And how many senses? How many senses, Maria? Goodness me. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have perception, what we call the 6th sense. Sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. So those are the senses. Then you have the 14 body beings. There's quite a few of these. Let me see if I pull them all out. There we go. I have done this for a very good reason, honestly. The body being. If I can separate these guys. The best laid plans of mice and men, they say, don't they? Not wrong. Okay, so we've got the body being. These are directing us, very directive in helping us create change as well as understand it, it says in the book. So you've got renew, play. So these are energies, you see. Nourish, memory, maintain, love, experience, dream, death, create, birth, wake, align, and adorn. Then we move on to lunar and solar events. So you have festival, solstice. I do apologise for the light. Honestly, glossy is a little nightmare with this. If only I could do them during the day. I'll have to sort something out, I guess. Full moon, waxing and waning, and new moon. So you've got the events, and as you know, we work with those quite a lot. And then you have 7 witchwork cards that are the magical action, or I suppose the spell part of it. We'll pull those out. Yeah. Oh, sorry. So you have shapeshift, protect, heal, commune, cleanse, bless, and banish. So these are the 7 things that witches do. They're known for, aren't they? Is those aspects. Those are the energy, the events. Then you move into all of the energies that you use, and then you go into the senses. I think you're getting the gist of it, aren't you? The elements. And so these are the aspects of the things that a witch would use. And then we finish with the magical artifacts. Right. So then we have a witch braid, a witch bottle, a poppet, hands, eye, and amulet. So those are the things that you would use. So there you have the full deck of cards. And then within this little book, which I said at the beginning you actually really do need, there's a spread here. I really like this. This is the one that I did earlier, and I was really surprised at the results. So I didn't keep it, which might have been quite a good idea because I could, but then you don't know me, so you wouldn't have known how relevant it was really. But basically you put the cards in position and then you read it the same as you would any spread or tarot spread. So the witch bones are the foundations or the bones of the matter. The mind, so obviously this is the air element, isn't it? So it's the mind, what your goal is. 3 is the serpent, so that's the messages or intuition warning. 4 is the lungs, the timing, setting or location. 5 is the heart, the ritual action. So that's the action you would take ritualistic. Now, you wouldn't have one of the ritual cards necessarily, but it will make sense to you when you do it. And 6 is the overall outcome. So It's a very simplistic explanation of these cards. Clearly you would need to spend some time getting to know them, and I think that she does suggest, I believe, that you carry these when you get them. They come in an A to Z. They're not split into these sections like I've just done there to go through with you. They're A to Z, and she says to, whilst you're connecting with the deck energetically, certainly as a witch, is to carry them around with you for 3 days. On your body, on your person, and under your pillow. And the reason for that is because you're energetically connecting to this. It's not you know, it's not something you can just basically go and pick up. I mean, you could do. No, you couldn't really. So it's something that you would need to be really interested in order to fully appreciate and understand this little magical deck that you have here. So that is a guide for the embodied witch, an anatomy of a witch oracle. And I hope that you've enjoyed the walk through, and leave me comments. I do like to read them, so if you have anything to say in that, it'll be lovely to see. If not, thank you for your time.